Okay, Olympics. Let's talk about the Olympics. I love the Olympics. Ever since I was a little girl, I always used to dream about being an Olympian. I didn't understand what that meant, and I didn't always know what was required, but it was a dream that I had. And if I'm honest with you, it's still a dream that I have for my sport, which is dressage, which may get banned because there's all sorts of furore going on around it. And a lot of people talking about stuff that they actually don't understand or know, but they want their opinions shared. But I digress. I've named this one, What Does the Olympics Have to Do with Building Your Online Business? Because I like to say success leaves clues. And how we do one thing is how we do everything, and your life and your business is always intertwined when it comes to a solopreneur based business, such as a coaching business, a consultancy business, a service-based business, an educational-based business, right? Because you are your product, your knowledge, your expertise, that is what you get paid for. That is where the value is. So again, why am I referring to the Olympics and that in the same sentence? Because it's very easy for us to look at all those beautiful Olympians, those that are standing on the medal daises and those who are not, and think that that is the result of that day's effort, that, you know, that triathlete just got gold because of the effort he put in for that day. That's how a lot of business coaches or mentors or strategists are going to tell you it is in your business, right? All that old sleazy, yucky sales and marketing of you too can make six figures in 6 months. It's that quick, it's that easy. But if we look at those Olympians and we fall for that, and we think, oh, they got there in one day. No, you're looking at decades usually of work. Now, for the gymnasts who are still in their teens, clearly not decades, but if you ask them, well, how long have you been a gymnast for? Typically the answer is since they were 2 or 3. So they've had 10, 20 years of it. The horse riders, some of them have had 40 years competing. It is just like that in your business. If you keep growing, you keep learning, and you keep building, you will reap that reward. You too can get to the top of the podium. However, if you think it's going to be fast, quick, and easy, and then you get all depressed because it's not, and then you start to doubt yourself and doubt what you're doing and keep saying it's not working, and you fall back into that pit of despair, it's never going to work, because it's the day by the day by the day by the day. It's those millimeters of progress that build up to create the success. Go and check any Olympian, go listen to their story, and not one of them is an overnight success. We just put them into that category by marketing that way. Marketing isn't what it seems. So I want you to take a lot of deep breaths, and I want you to see that analogy and have it be true for you. If this is your 5th year in business and you're not making any money, do a quick evaluation. Ask yourself, well, how hard have I actually worked? What have I learned? Where have I grown? Where have I improved? What have I succeeded in? What difficulty did I overcome? What hurdle did I have to leap through? What do I know now that I didn't know then? And I promise you, you'll have a list, a huge long list of all of the things that you've learned, grown, and developed with. Now, equally, you might have an even longer list of all of the things you didn't achieve, you didn't learn, you didn't acquire, you didn't get in the results, but they will come if you stay working. And it's the work, it's the dedication, it's the commitment, it's the focus, it's the energy that's going to really prove whether you can or you can't. Because like I always say, you can't outperform the way you think. If you are sitting there and you're thinking, I can't do this, you're right. You've got to go, it's possible I can learn to do this. And yes, going back to my favorite, the Olympics, those who are sitting there and they're thinking as they're galloping down the whatever it is, wherever they were, whatever they're doing, if they're sitting there going, I can't win, I can't win, I can't win, they're not going to win. If they're in the last, when they dash for the line and they're thinking to themselves, can't get there, they're right. The guy that's thinking, I've got this, I can do this, I will do this, I'm going to win this, usually is the one that wins. Your mindset is everything. Invest in it, grow it, develop it. understand what you need to move past your blocks. And here's why we coach, right? And this is a big part of why I do what I do. My job is to reflect back to you where you're not seeing your habits, where you're not understanding your language, and why that's what's holding you back, why maybe your energy isn't in the right place to drive you forward. So yeah, that's my little story about how can I look at the Olympics and put that to my business. Very simply, right? It's the same thing. It's what went before that gives you your results. It's a very long journey for some of us. As long as you keep trying, as long as you manage your brain, as long as you keep learning, growing, and developing, you too can become a champion. And here's the other thing that I want to throw in just before I disappear back off into my day. Notice they're all in one discipline. They're all doing one sport. Sprinters maybe not 100 meter, 200 meter, and then they do the relay, but basically it's the same thing. They're sprinting. Or if you think about my horse riders, they're dressage riders, or they're show jumpers, or they're eventers. They're not doing multiple sports. Their focus is very clear, and it is very, very, very determined focus to get them to where they want to be. They're not wishy-washy. They're not winging it. They're not going from one thing to the other, to the other, to the other. They made a choice. They made a decision, and they committed to it. It's another thing that we need to do in our businesses. Find the product you want to sell and work hard to get it to sell. Don't keep swapping around, changing it, or changing niches, or changing how you offer things. Get very clear. Work every day to stay clear, every day to stay focused, and then sell it. Sell it, sell it, sell it. Get it out into the world and offer it. That's how you achieve the goal. I hope that was helpful. I will talk to you in the next one. Take care, everybody. And if you have any questions, you know what to do. Ask below. If you like this and you like what I say, subscribe. If you liked this video, like it. All of these things will help my little YouTube video empire grow, and I would like to grow because I would like to help more people. So anything that you can do to support me in that mission, I am grateful. Take care.